August 29, 2005, Hurricane Katrina made landfall over New Orleans at approximately 7:10 a.m. Storm surges of up to 22 feet and wind gusts reaching nearly 140 miles per hour rocked the city and its levees, leaving 80% of the area underwater and a path of destruction in its wake. Entire communities were destroyed and devastation was felt by all. One thing that unites a community is its schools, but after Katrina, many New Orleans area classrooms were destroyed and thousands of students were displaced. But Cisco unveiled a multi-million-dollar, multi-phase plan to help improve education using technology in schools like this one, Rudolph Mattis Elementary School. So I traveled all the way to the New Orleans area to see just how Jefferson Parish Public School Systems and Cisco are helping change the face of education and preparing students and teachers for a very bright future ahead. Mary D. Wysocki, Director of Corporate Affairs for Cisco, spent 3 years on the ground in the New Orleans area helping transform the education system. So Mary, tell me about the challenges that you all faced, that Cisco faced after August the 29th, 2005, but then the opportunities that you also saw ahead of you.
Well, we wanted to add value, kind of sustainable value. How could we help? But as you said, there was a disaster. Parents, students were displaced. The teachers, there was buildings damaged. But in the midst of that, I think we thought, was there an opportunity that we could work with the education system to rethink, to reimagine what a school system could be like, where the students are really empowered, really engaged, and are developing the skills for the 21st century. And that's what we found here in Jefferson Parish.
So you had a clean slate, really. You were able to start from scratch and say, let's imagine.
Well, I think that the superintendent and the teachers here, they had this idea, and I think that we came in at the right moment to help be that catalyst to take that vision, which we shared, and bring it to life. So where we started with 8 schools, they've taken this model to all 89. They've now created an entire digital environment for their school system, as well as every teacher here now has an understanding of what the power of technology can do to really support their teaching practices and to engage students. But implementation and adoptions, those are great early indicators of success, but this school system is one of the most improved districts within the state of Louisiana.
I wanted to see these technologically advanced teachers in action in the classroom and witness firsthand the impact the professional training has had on the teaching staff and how it directly affects the learning experience for the students.
If we didn't have the board every day, would school be as much fun?
No!
You can sing it. What's needed too?
Tell me how this initiative has changed the way that you approach education, the way that you approach your students.
The students before, of course, were just totally book-oriented. And now we're able to introduce lessons with interactive subjects. The children are very anxious to go up to the boards, and so the introduction, I've already gotten their attention. They're ready to go, ready to learn, and I think half the time they don't realize they're learning.
They're just having fun.
They're having fun.
That kind of leads me to my next question. Have you seen a change in how much information they retain and how excited they get about actually learning or not knowing that they're learning the information that you're teaching? Have you seen a huge difference?
Yes, I think that they are having more of a hands-on or more ownership of their work, and they also work with one another on the Promethean board, and so it becomes a real thing to them. It's not something in a book, it's actually real-life activities to them.
Jefferson Parish Public School System and the 21st Century Schools Initiative have deployed technology to 89 schools, provided professional development to more than 5,000 employees, and have impacted the lives of more than 45,000 students. Principal Patricia Helmstetter was one of the many principals who helped make 21st Century Schools such a success in the Jefferson Parish Public School System. Her perseverance and her drive helped to raise up her school community and promote innovation and collaboration. Tell me, Patricia, how you were able to get everybody on board with this new approach to education.
Well, those of us that work in a school, we focus on the student and how far we can bring them. We want everybody to meet their potential. We really don't know what that potential is. When you can put technology into their hands, and then when you can give teachers the tools that they need. We had DOT interns that came in. If you didn't know technology, they were there to help you. Once teachers learn, we use our skills that we have to teach the children. Children picked up on it very easily. And I hate to go back to this, but it was chaos. I mean, there was chaos all around. You could barely get to school. The trees were in the way that had fallen. So when you came to school and teachers were normal and you had things to work with, it was a safe haven to come. So children incorporated that, and it was fun, it was interesting, it was engaging. Teachers loved it. So it was just a win-win for everybody. And the progress that they have made since they first got that in the last 5 years, I think it says it all. A child came to us and to one teacher and said, "Can I stay in from recess and play with the Promethean board?" I mean, and what's on the Promethean board, that's reinforcing skills that the teacher teaches. So it was truly engaging, and children want to learn it. That's the hook. And if you have the hook going, then you know you're going to be successful.
If they want to learn, they're going to learn.
They're going to learn.
This is actually Dave Cohen. He's the parent of 2 children who are in the Jefferson Parish public school system. You've seen firsthand how the 21st Century Schools Initiative has changed this school system, right?
Absolutely. In fact, when they brought the technology in, I had 4 kids in the system. 2 here at the elementary school, 1 at the middle school, and 1 at the high school. And the change was dramatic. I remember when my daughter, when she was in 5th grade, came home one day and said, "Dad, can I use the computer?" I said, "What for?" She said, "I'm going to make a PowerPoint." I said, "Really?" I had never made a PowerPoint. And she wanted to make one. I said, "What for?" She said, "Oh, just for fun. I just want to make a PowerPoint about my life."
Just want to try.
Yeah, so she did, and she put music in it, and pictures, and graphics, and animation. And it just kind of, the light bulb went off and said, wow. It's just inspiring these kids to want to do new things and be ready for the world as it is now. Now, before, they had great teachers, they were learning, they were doing a great job. But when you take a great teacher, train them with the technology, and then use that in the classroom, I mean, they just came home more excited. They looked forward. Hopefully tomorrow we'll get to do this on the Promethean board. We'll get to do this in school. And there really was a sense of excitement that they brought home each night and looked forward to going back and learning more.
Cisco and the 21st Century Schools Initiative have helped thousands of students already and will affect millions more moving forward. They're paving the way for a new approach to education and helping students compete in an ever-changing world. For more information, just check out the website cisco.com.